Hey, how you doing? Glad you could join me. I'm Summertime Kev. You're watching Kevin 11 Outdoor Adventures, and today is middle of September in Middle Tennessee, and you know what that means. The days are shorter, and the chances of having 85 plus degree days are getting lower and lower. So today is going to be about 89 and sunny, and then tomorrow and for the next 4, 5, 6 day forecast, it looks like rain. The hurricane's coming into Louisiana, and it will soon be in Middle Tennessee, bringing rain and wind and everything a hurricane brings. Tropical storm by the time it gets here, whatever. Lots of rain. So today we're going to take advantage of this beautiful day. A puffy cloud or two, 86 degrees right now, and we are going to solo camp on an island at a campsite that's never been camped at. So it's really not a campsite until I get there and I fix it. So I do have to weed whack this one. So I got my weed whacker, and I got a rake and some gloves, and I'm gonna clean out my spot just to get rid of chiggers and the little bugs that may be, ticks and stuff that might be hanging out on those weeds, and poison ivy. That's what I really got to look out for. I'm very allergic. So anyway, this ought to be fun. I've got domestic pork chops for dinner, homemade bread for dinner, a few snacks, oranges, bananas, a few chips, some nice cold beverages, and in the morning we'll have hot dogs, or actually they're sausages, so pretty close. Anyway, looks like I'll be cooking over an open fire because I forgot to bring the aluminum foil. So, well, at least I didn't forget the tent. I hope I didn't forget the tent. It will be a bad night if I don't have a tent. At this point, I didn't know it, but I forgot my sleeping bag. It will be a bad night of a sleeping bag. It will be a bad night of a sleeping bag. A sleeping bag. All right, let's go. Ramp on the reservoir. Take a minute to get this ski launched. We'll be on our way. Okay, so right now I'm just I didn't show this, but I loaded up a weed whacker and some long pants, long shirt, long gloves up to right here, and I'm going to this uninhabited island that does not have a campsite on it, so I can make it a campsite. So that's what you're fixing to see here. So I'm just cruising down the lake, just enjoying the day, and so I'm going to go ahead and weed eat the campsite, and I did bring a rake to rake it. All right, here's where it's going to be. All right, I'm in weed whacking mode now. Long sleeve shirt, pants, shoes, weed eater, big old gloves. Let's get started on this, okay? All right, looks pretty nice right here. Let me go take the weed trimmer back and go get the tent and my stuff. Settle in. We're gonna fish this whole area. So quick trip back, and we have the one bag. I put the cooler all the way in the back, which gave me all that much more space. That's a huge duffel bag, and then my pillows on top, and then the fishing poles. And I got a regular old bag chair stuffed in there. So so on the way back I'll have that, and I'll have one more small bag probably in the footwell, which is not that big a deal. That's all I got. for a full night of camping and cooking and fishing. And right now we're gonna run over to another campsite that is well used, and we're gonna get some firewood, some hard. I'm gonna get a couple of pieces. They're heavy, they're green, they'll burn all night, smolder. It'll be easy for me to catch them in the morning and won't burn everything up. And they're that way, and my campsite is that way. So let's go get them. What a beautiful day. What a just gorgeous, gorgeous day. Then that hurricane's coming. There's a blue herring, very graceful, wingspan of about 6.5 feet. Beautiful birds, good fishermen too. they don't catch, they don't eat. So it's safe to disboard the vessel. This one looks like it makes a good pillow. Looks like it'll start pretty good. It's a good round one. These look like they may be seasoned a little bit. Alright, let's put a few of them in the boat. Or let's put a few of them in the jet ski. Alright, so we got wood and wood. Alright, we're back. Home sweet home for the night.
So right here, I'm just getting some wood together and unloading the jet ski, and I'm starting the fire now because I'm going to cook before I head out to go fishing. Now I'm looking around, and this is about the point that I realize I forgot a sleeping bag. A sleeping bag. A sleeping bag.
Alright, so camp mate is about set up. One of my mantles fell off my lantern, so I only got 1 out of 2. Heat that up. I'm going to cook the bread. Right here, make some homemade bread on that, and then I'm going to cook a domestic pork chop. So let's get started with that so I can eat and then get on the lake and do some fishing. Yep, homemade bread right there. $5:15 and Summertime Kev is having dinner. That is, oh, that's hot. Fresh homemade bread. Just came off the fire. Right on that skillet. Right to my plate. And this is a domestic pork chop. And I was gonna barbecue sauce it, but I think I'm just gonna dip it in the barbecue sauce and honey on the bread. Let's enjoy. Oh my, that is so good. That is the other white meat right there. Yum, yum, yum. That is so tender and so delicious. Cooked on that smoky fire. Watching the sunset. Got a little black on one side, but I can't even taste it. It's great. Now let's try the bread. Oh, the bread looks great. Okay, hold on. Oh, so. Oh my gosh, so soft and puffy and yeasty and hot. Butter and honey going on this next. This is nature's liquid gold. Natural honey. Sweetest. Put it on the bread. Bread is still hot. Words can't describe how delicious that is. That soft, warm, fresh cooked bread right on the fire, dipped in nature's golden treasure. Look at that.
All right, so I got food all wrapped up and cleaned up, and now I'm heading out to fish. I got about an hour and a half to get some fish caught and put on this jet ski. Now, fishing is fishing. Sometimes you catch a bunch and sometimes you don't. So I'm on my way to see if I can't find a couple of spots to catch a few fish.
That's 3 gray herrings. Alright, so we've tried a couple of spots and no bass. So this spot usually produces a couple of bass, maybe a 3-pounder. Yeah, the other night. But who knows? It's a different night. Let's see what happens. We'll do over there, and we're gonna do over there. And then we're gonna go to the camp, which is right there. There. And go over there and fish in the dark.
All right, so the fish weren't biting. So I'm going to show you what I caught earlier in the week and then head back to the campsite.
Right before dark. I mean, this guy's at least 3. I gotta get him on the scale real quick. I mean, he did not want to come to the boat at all. Here we are at the campsite, and that's my fire pit. And I can blaze it up, but I'm actually don't want to because my eyes are adjusted and I'm watching my fishing pole out there because I've got a catfish bait on. And no bass today. I mean, I don't know. Can't explain it. Sometimes you catch them, sometimes you don't. So it's not quite bedtime, but we're gonna fish a little bit longer and see what happens. Okay, guys, while I'm out here not catching any fish, and I don't know why. I mean, I got the whole lake to myself. Let me show you how to hook up my jet ski. So, this is my anchor line tied to a tree. And it goes all the way out, I don't know, 50 feet. And it's in the, it's a mushroom anchor tonight because we're in mud. So along the way, we have a loop. And I just hooked this S-hook looking thing to it. So it can't go in, you know, anywhere. And then back here, so it doesn't swing, so the back end doesn't swing way to the right or way to the left. I just hooked it like this with my normal dock hook. And it gets, I mean, it'll go a little ways, but look at that. And it's floating. You're not scratching your bottom of your ski up or anything like that. It's a great way to hook it. I mean, you can modify that in many different ways, but just putting that anchor line from a tree or anything on the shore straight out and hooking your jet ski on it in a couple of feet of water. See my feet? Saves your bottom. Well, guys, it's late now and no fish. Really, I mean, not one fish. I got this beautiful fire out here and a beautiful view of the lake, and my eyes adjusted perfect. I can see the lake just perfect. So anyway, it's about time to go to bed, so I'm gonna see y'all in the morning. Well, good morning. Whew, I slept good. Just the crickets and the birds. Let's see, water looks calm. Alright, we're gonna get up this morning and go try and catch a fish. I hate to even say that, but that's what this is coming to. Try to catch a fish. I don't know, I'm gonna fish creeks, I think. I'm gonna go bait my catfish rod and put it out so I can watch it while I grab a bite to eat, and then I'm gonna get on the water. You can look and see where the rain is, because the hurricane made landfall and it is streaking up the states, and it's gonna hit Middle Tennessee sometime this evening probably. It's not a bad one, just rain. But I want to be loaded before the rain gets here. My lantern burned all night, which is great. Campfire still got heat. I smell it. It's still smoldering. No animals came up at all. It's a good little campsite now that it's cleaned up. Don't know why no fish are biting. Peaceful. Very peaceful. Comes back to life. So I decided to go with a hot dog, sausage, and a cheese stick. And I almost lost my cheese stick. It's all gooey. It's ready to eat. Oh yeah. Gooey. Look at that big piece of cheese on there. Gooey, delicious. First without condiments. There's nothing wrong with that. That is good.
So after that very nutritious breakfast, I have packed up and I've got the jet ski loaded down with all my stuff. I wanted to pack before the rain got there. I'm going to run this back to the car, and then I'm heading to my first fishing stop of the day.
I'm not proud of it, but at least it's a fish. Baby. So I'm up in the river. They call it a creek, but it's pretty wide. And I've caught fish here before. I mean, it's some big downed trees, and it's 8 feet, and it gets over about 3, and then there's a little ledge right here and comes down and gets a little bit deeper. We're gonna try here. We're gonna see what happens. So I did find the brim. See them right there, and I'm hoping there's crappie in that. But definitely there's brim. So let him go. Crappie are definitely not in my game plan today. The rain is coming. It's already starting to sprinkle. So I'm gonna have to ride in the rain. I might put on my goggles. So, solo camping on a deserted island was great. The fishing, however, was not great, but that's okay. It's all about having fun, being outdoors. I mean, there's fish. There's fish down there. And I've got lots of places marked, and I found lots of fish, but I just can't get them to bite. All right, let's put those goggles on and get going.
So I'm gonna head back in and try not to get too wet. The goggles are doing a good job right now protecting my face, but I don't want to get soaked. I mean, that rain is coming. I really had a great time overnight camping on this island and cooking and fishing and all the fun stuff that happened, so it wasn't a total loss.
Looks like there's only one or two cars left in the parking lot. One of them's mine. This is Summertime Kev. You're watching Kevin 11 Outdoor Adventures. See you next time. Sunset's right there.